The fall has come to the land of Dragonia, and with it came the Wood Dragon event once again. And I, Helgear, am here once again to recap this event. So, to the ever faithful and the new, I say this. Please share your experiences with this event in the comment section below. And if you agree with or disagree with anything I may have to say regarding this second Wood Dragon event, again, do so in the comment section below. I encourage you guys to do just that, and as you know, I do respond to your comments in the comment section. So, let's get into the subject matter of this event. This is, as I said, the second Wood Dragon event in the game of Merged Dragons. Last year, when we first got this, it was, I believe, the very third event of the game. And when it happened the day before Thanksgiving last year, which was a surprise to someone like me who was thinking of taking the day off for recording on. That was a nice surprise. But what was nicer about it is we actually got 4 days to complete this event. And when I recapped that event, I was actually very thankful for the 4 days. Now, next week is Thanksgiving week, and by the way Merged Dragons has been doing things, they're gonna post another event sometime that Thanksgiving week as per 2-week norm. So I don't know what dragon is going to be coming up next, but if they do decide to give us, the players, 4 days for the event, that would be very nice. I've mentioned a lot on the duration of time for these events, and to everyone who played the Wood Dragon event this year, you know, I feel bad because you were gypped out of an extra 24 hours. And as usual, the map was different from how it was last year, which I will be real with you. When I got the sapling to harvest tiers, I didn't quite realize it. You know, what they've been incorporating from the events afterward is you would see this tree happen before. You've probably seen the sapling for this tree that gets you the nuts during previous events, and it does absolutely nothing. So it sort of threw me off guard. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. This is what gives me the nuts for the Wood Dragon event. So it was nice to have one of them early on. Also, many people in the community noted that this island was a little bit, well, I can't say a little bit. It was a bit lenient when it came to healing the land. Sure, the lock keys were strewn all over the place, and I thought that one of the particular item locks was around, but it just disappeared for no apparent reason. But in the end, things worked out. I managed to do something that I hadn't done in a long time, and that was have 2 level 3 spawns to harvest tiers, and it was nice to have 2 level 3s. For the past couple of events, I've only managed to get the level 2s mostly. I'd have 2 level 2s, and that takes forever to grind, or I would have 1 level 2 and 1 level 3. So it was nice to once again have 2 level 3 spawns to harvest from. Pitching out the occasional chest was very, very lovely. And once again, I had a close call. I know some of the other players and other members in the community managed to get the big prize, which you can see on the left screen, on the left side in the center, a lot earlier. Some of you in record time. I was not so lucky. Sunday was rather fun when I posted. It was a nice little grind for the end of the night, and it paid off. There's like 5 hours left in the event, and I managed to get the level 4 wood dragon, but it almost came at a cost. And that cost was simple. When I was awarded the prize and went back into my camp, I didn't see the bubble that held my level 4 newly earned wood dragon. And I'm like, okay, where's my dragon? So after exiting out of camp and then re-entering camp, I still didn't see it. Closed the app, opened the app again, still didn't see it. Collected a charm because I remember the first time when I got the moon dragon, I had gotten the level 4 moon dragon, and it's like, okay, it's not showing up. I went back, I collected one extra charm to get +1 over, and then it showed up. So I had to do that, and then I noticed something. They hid the prize bubble amongst my chests, my sweet, sweet, delicious Dragon Vault chests, which I was glad to see it because I was able to move it over and free my level 4 newly earned wood dragon. I was almost pissed. I was ready to take I was getting ready to take a picture and hit up the social media about this. It's like, okay, there's 5 hours left. I earned my level 4 wood dragon. It's not showing up in camp. Had to work it out, but got it. A lot happened over this weekend for me. But getting everything was kind of a really tough sell. I only managed to get 2 of the event stars. Sip my water there. Again, as I said before when we first started getting quest stars during this event, they are a distraction. They are nothing more than a distraction. And being able to create the life orb of the heavens is where I draw the line. You know, and the sad thing about the quests is they come in the exact same order every single time. So it's like you get through the first one, and then number 3 is create the life orb of the heavens. And I'm like, are you kidding me? This is why when we did get the quest items, I informed all of you new and players who are trying to deal with quests during the event, ignore those guys. Well, don't completely ignore them. Only get enough of those purple star quests completed to get a good assortment of area so you can grind out charms for the tier items. And that's something I stick to. And I went a little bit further this time. I actually managed to, with the patience, because I was pressed for time, I had to grind a bit higher on the charms. And it paid off for me. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do that in the next event with 2 level 1s. But it's going to be a rough sell. I want to say that I should count my lucky stars on realizing that the sapling that normally does nothing for the past couple events is actually the very sapling that lets me harvest for charms on the nuts for the wood dragon event. So I've taken that one with a bit more of a grain of pepper. Not a grain of salt, because you don't take things with like a grain of salt. Well, you take things like a grain of salt and not too seriously. Whereas taking things with a grain of pepper, you take them actually. Euphemisms are weird. The island itself in the background looked pretty colorful for fall. And here's something that's interesting. The 3rd place prize, which is right there by, I want to say that is the level 3 wood dragon next to the egg, and those the pomegranates. That's your 3rd place prize. As one of you informed me, This gave you some extra wood dragon eggs, unlike the previous skeleton dragon event in Halloween, where the Haunted Mansion didn't give you 3 extra skeleton dragon eggs. So maybe this is what they're doing, instead of the little question of the video that I asked you guys about on a tertiary dragon for all of the main event dragons. But it makes sense because the 3rd place item usually spawns you about 4 to 8 dragon eggs of the tertiary event dragon. So getting an extra 4 eggs added to the 3 eggs that you get by normal tiers and the nest of the wood dragon eggs in the normal tiers is essentially fine. I added that to 1 soul wood dragon egg that I had left over, and I had a lot of eggs, so that was 4. I had essentially 14 eggs altogether, and I only merged 13 of them. I separated a lone one, and then I did 2 merges of 5, and then leveled up from there. And it was rather nice to have. What I can say is this: there wasn't too much of a stress on getting this not the moon dragon, on the wood dragon. I still think the idea of a fox for a dragon, more a mammalian based dragon, is very, very weird. And I don't think this, not just with the wood dragon, but also with the bunny dragon as well, because that dragon looks more like a rabbit, and we'll see it again next Easter. But all in all, a little bit of clutch and a few technical issues that I had to work out, but managed to get the big prize for the 2nd time in this event. But that's all I'm going to say on that matter, even if I did cut it close. I usually don't go to sleep on Sunday night when I'm grinding out tiers anyway, so I'm burning into the wee hours of the night to get everything done. How you guys in England can get this done by 8 o'clock, I will never understand. Share your experiences of this 2nd Wood Dragon event in the comment section below, and leave what you think is going to be the next dragon to come up this November, or next week, because it'll be the 2 weeks by then, and we'll have another dragon in store. Do you think they should have a 3rd Wood Dragon event? Remember, I say this because of the Diva Dragon. They gave us the first Diva Dragon event, and then 2 months later, the 2nd Diva Dragon event. And the Diva Dragon was the first new event dragon of year 2 merged dragons, because June was the 1st year anniversary this year of the game. So with that said, I'm going to take my goose from the oven, and I'm going to take my dragons to camp, because I'm done. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.